Hey there, so I'm going to be doing Zane. Let's see what's going on with you, Zane. What is going on with you? Here, what do I do? So, where's I'm saying? So, what do I do? I'm just matter of fact. So, we have the Strength card. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Five of Wands. The Fool card. See, okay, so... this is interesting to me because I'm not really picking up on anything. It feels matter of fact when I was saying, what do I do? And this also feels matter of fact where, you know, sometimes the Wheel of Fortune deals with bad karma. It deals with destiny, kind of being messed up. In my eyes, that's what it feels like. And then we have the Strength card and the Five of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that there's a situation that's going on within your friend group or within your family unit, and you feel like you don't really know what to do. You're not really putting a lot of thought and energy into it because you want other people to take control of the situation for you. You feel like there needs to be a change in it, but you're ignoring your intuition on it is what I'm seeing here. You're ignoring it because I think there's some deep fears associated with it, but not... It's like... It's so suppressed, and it's almost like you don't really care, that you just aren't even thinking about it. You want someone else to tell you what to do in this situation. You feel like the challenges that we're going through, that we're facing, you know, it's in the past. It's something in the past, and I don't really want to deal with it. You're neglecting something that you... What is going on here? I'm just... It feels like this is just... It almost feels like it's... Wow. Destiny? Destined to be? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Let me think. These are the ones that were on the floor. We have the Five of Wands and the Four of Wands. This is a repetition of the Five of Wands, and I feel like this is competition with other people, and I feel like, again, it's this contrast is what I'm getting. It's this contrast between like something that you really, really wanted and something that was really good versus something that's now destroyed, or it's frustrating for you. So you're kind of going back and forth with that as far as like the dynamics are, but you're not taking control of the situation. You're just allowing other people to take control of it, and you're taking the back seat on things. I feel like people are telling you what to do and you are listening. But again, it's more of just you're just kind of going with the flow with it. You're not taking an active role, and I see the need for you from your guardian angels to say, be more active in this. Be part of it. Don't just sit in the back and listen to people handle it, because this is your life and you need to deal with the decisions and the consequences too. I'm hearing the word consequences, so you have to deal with the consequences too. And it almost feels like you're feeling kind of like smug, like, I got to where I am, I'm happy, I'm comfortable, I'm fine. So, you know, it's almost like you're neglecting them, you're neglecting people, and it doesn't feel good for the other people. Here's a repetition again, the Four of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So, and then we have the Ten of Cups. So again, with the contrast, it's like, and then we have the Chariot reversed on the back of there. And what I feel is, again, that resistance of moving forward, that resistance of listening to your intuition too, and discovering who you are. I feel like there's a blockage with who you are. It's almost like your ego is getting in the way of you even evaluating your true feelings. With the Ten of Wands here, I do feel like this is a long journey for you. This is a long journey of feeling stressed out, but it's a disconnect. It's a disconnect. Is someone pregnant? It feels like you're just avoiding something, and it's hard to get in touch with your feelings in this reading. It's very hard to get in touch with your feelings because I feel like you don't even get in touch with your own feelings. It's just, it comes off as if you don't care. Yeah. See? It's something to do if someone's pregnant and it's like you don't want to deal with it. Whether this is in your family or if this is even it doesn't even have to be an actual baby, but it almost feels like it where it's like someone's pregnant and I don't want to deal with it. I don't want it. As I don't really want to say it as harshly as that, but it's like I don't know what to do. It's almost like avoiding the responsibility is what it is. It's not like I don't want necessarily the baby, but it's like I don't want the responsibility of that. This could even just be a pregnancy scare and then you realizing that that's not something that you're interested in at the time, or you feel like it's going to be a lot of work. But I do see that in actuality, it is a blessing in disguise. It is something that would be really beneficial and good. But I think the idea of taking on all that responsibility is really stressful. And you want to hold on to the foundation that you already had. But in reality, all of that's kind of messed up. It's all changing. And see, then we have a ring. Maybe this is someone to do with like someone that's close to you, like a close friend. So this doesn't necessarily have to do with you, but you're listening to them talk about all of this going on in their life and you aren't really putting your input into it. But obviously like it's coming through. So it's someone that's really close to you and it's affecting you, you know. And it is stressing you out. The change, the dynamic is stressing you out. See, so now it's a little bit of my goodness. So maybe it's a loss. You know, this is so strange because it keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Someone going in and out of your life, an end of a situation, family sorrow, family matters, too much concern with sexual matters, feeling tied down or frustrated, a short journey. So again, and my feeling, the feeling that I'm getting even from the beginning is like no feeling. It's you're checked out. You're completely emotionally checked out of this. Even though all of this problem's going on, you're just checked out of it. So again, the advice for you is to check back in. Get in touch with your feelings, get in touch with your emotions, figure out how you really feel about things. Don't avoid it anymore. Don't avoid your feelings. Don't avoid situations because you feel like it's overwhelming or difficult. This is something that you need to do. You're being called to listen to your intuition, listen to those deeper thoughts, you're probably having nightmares every once in a while. I don't see it like every night, but I think you've probably had a couple nightmares or just like stressful dreams, and it's your subconscious like really trying to get you to address your actual feelings, to figure out, you know, your life, sort through it, because things are changing, and you need to address it before it gets too much for you. It gets overwhelming, because I do see that if you don't, then it's going to come crashing down for you. We have vision quest, and then we have instinct here. Again, the contrast of two desolate places. This is somewhere it looks very, very cold, somewhere very, very hot. Two extremes, and both are unsurvivable for the majority of people, especially if you don't have your necessities in these certain climates, right? And so you need to prepare yourself for each thing, and you need to balance yourself between the extremes, because you're emotionally deprived. You deprived yourself emotionally, and you need to really get in touch, because what it's doing is it's piling on. I feel like you try and have control over your feelings, strength over your emotions, and instead it will come crashing down. I've never seen this card, and it's so freaking beautiful. Look at that. Guardian Angel. You are not alone. And I actually wanted to mention that earlier. So I'm glad this came out, because I do feel like there with the vision quest as well, where again with tapping into your intuition, realizing you don't have to go through this alone. You don't have to tap into these feelings alone. You're by all means, like, this is something you can feel safe opening up, even just to yourself, or writing down your feelings, writing down your emotions. I feel like you need to detox. I think you're doing drugs, some sort of drug use, abuse, something like that, or drinking, whatever it is that is in excess, and that's hindering you from tapping into this. And I think when you have thought about tapering off, that's when the feelings start coming in, but it starts out as fear. It's fear of having to address feelings. It's feelings of fear of having to deal with the consequences of tapering off, and then going from there with whatever it is that needs to be addressed. So this is just an indication here. You're not by yourself. Again, if you see feathers or something, that might be an indication that your guardian angels are trying to speak to you. We have dream and journey, again, another quest, a vision quest. And again, look, here's the beautiful bird feather, great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So here it is, here it's coming, here's the vision. You are avoiding a spiritual awakening right now. You're avoiding it. You're resisting it. The issue here is that it's going to come to you irregardless of what you do. This is an indication here that they're preparing you. Your guardian angels are preparing you for this spiritual awakening. And if you continue to use any sort of substances that prevent you from reaching that, and even like psychedelics or anything like that, don't do those, because that's going to jump you to a point that you do not need to get to right now. Allow it to happen naturally, because they want this to happen for you. And it doesn't have to be as dramatic as a lot of spiritual awakenings can be. It could be something subtle as being able to tap into your emotions more, and also listening more to how you really feel, like your intuition, so that you're more spiritually guided in that sense. And they're working hard. They're working really, really hard. And look, oh my goodness. Trust your inner knowing. Trust your instincts. Shift your perception. Choose your path. Embrace the energy of peace. So, yeah, you know, it's the same thing. It's the arrow is broken right now. The arrow that's pointing you in the proper directions, it is broken right now, because you are directionless. You are directionless, and you don't know which path to take. That's with the beginning, where you don't know where to take. You don't know what direction to take, because you don't know where your emotion lies. It's suppressed so much. And so, I mean, I think I already said everything that I need to say. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep repeating myself. So basically, like, let's sum everything back up for you and say what you need to do is you need to taper off on any sort of substances that you're using that are helping you avoid the spiritual awakening. That includes marijuana. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, this has to happen for you, because you're avoiding your feelings. You're avoiding your feelings. You're avoiding your intuition. And, you know, some people are able to tap into that without it, but I think you started at a young age, and you started just way too early with this, and it blocked your development, your spiritual development, which it had to happen for you. So don't think that this is something that wasn't supposed to happen and that you mess anything up. It's not. This is just telling you that this is happening for you now. So just pay attention, because there's a lot of wisdom that you need to learn from a situation that you're going through right now. And they're here to guide you through this, so that you can navigate through the next couple chapters of your life a lot easier. And they want you to really listen to that. 10 of Wands coming through again. So it's going to be very, very stressful for you. It's going to be very stressful, and I see that. So you're going to go through a very powerful change. Things are going to be changing around you drastically. Your friend group, I think, is going to be changing in some way, shape, or form. Just everything around you is going to be changing. And you need to really recognize this and feel your feelings. I actually envision you in the fetal position crying. So I feel like that's the pain that you're going to be going through, like physical and emotional pain that you're going to be going through, where it's a rush of emotions and a rush of feelings coming through to you, but this is something that needs to be done. You know, a lot of people go through this. This is not something that's unique to you, and it doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make anything. It's going to actually make you a lot stronger and more secure in who you are and understand who you are. Before I forget, something I wanted to point out too is your friends might be concerned for you. So if your friends are watching this, just know that's going to be a normal thing. You are going to be worried about him. You are going to be afraid. But everything is going to be okay. So that's my reading. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.